This is how the Old Testament closed 400 years before Christ, after the prophet Malachi. We have a long period of 400 years called the interbiblical period or period of prophetic silence. At that time, non-canonical religious historical books, the apocryphal books, were written. The Old Testament was also translated from Hebrew into Greek, giving rise to the famous version called the Septuagint. The Medo-Persian Empire fell to the Greek Empire. Alexander the Great, after conquering nations and kingdoms, died prematurely at 33 years of age, crying because he had no more lands to conquer. He powerfully expanded his empire, spreading Hellenistic culture and the Greek language, so useful later for the rapid and borderless dissemination of the gospel. With the death of Alexander, the kingdom fell into the hands of 4 generals, and it is important to highlight the dominance of the Egyptian Ptolemaics and the Syrian Seleucids, who were always in conflict. Israel was dominated sometimes by one, sometimes by another. At this time, Antiochus Epiphanes outraged the Jews by sacrificing a pig on the altar of the temple in Jerusalem, which was an abomination to them. This fact began the War of the Maccabees, won by Judas Maccabeus after much bloodshed. Later in the year 63 BC, Pompey conquered Jerusalem and the Romans came to dominate Israel. Herod the Great reigned in his place. Herod the Great was a great administrator, expanded and beautified the temple in Jerusalem, built the port of Caesarea, opening the way for international trade and facilitating missionaries' travel around the world.